Welcome back guys. A 2-hour long trial version of Dragon's Dogma Part 2 is now available on Steam Store. This trial version will be available until 18th of July. You can test the game's performance on your PC for absolutely free. This game had performance issues at launch, the performance being CPU bound in town center areas populated by a lot of non-playable characters. A few days ago a new patch was deployed. It includes optimization for CPU performance. This is the update log. Includes tons of fixes. Fixing issues around CPU overload in certain situations. Frame rates in areas with a lot of non-playable characters such as town centers should be improved. Further frame rate improvements are planned for future updates as well. Now this game supports DLSS frame generation. Unfortunately, it still does not support FSR frame generation. However, RTX 20 and 30 series GPU owners on Windows platform can use DLSS enabler mod in order to enable FSR frame generation. The mod basically replaces DLSS frame generation with FSR frame generation. I have already uploaded a tutorial video for it. We'll drop the video link in the description. I'll be testing the game on my Steam Deck and Rog Ally. I'll kick things off with the former. I'll be testing the game in the town of Vernworth. For this game, I'm using G Proton version 9-7 as the compatibility layer. Connected my Cosmic by Stellaris gamepad to Steam Deck via Bluetooth mode. Performance tab. I own the LCD variant of Steam Deck. OLED level set to 2. Frame rate limit and refresh rate set to 60. That's it. I have already done my testing on Steam Deck. Unfortunately, this game still cannot maintain a steady 30 FPS. Forget about Steam Deck. This is not possible even on Rog Ally. Okay. Display resolution set to 720p. FSR 3 upscaler. Using its ultra performance preset, everything will be looking very pixelated. Most of the effects have been disabled. Texture quality set to low, 0 GB. Shadow cache setting enabled. It helps in improving the performance. Rest of the effects are disabled. Motion quality set to low. That's it. Let's start the game. There's my character. This is my home in Vernworth. Save point. My pawn. Okay, here FPS is around 18. I have 3 pawns in my team. Just sprint around.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
Texture pop-in issue. The character model just appeared out of nowhere. Pixelated graphics. 15 FPS. This is my current location. I'll show you the map. I'm in the merchant quarter area. So safe to say, game is still not in a playable state on Steam Deck. I'll just head to the exit. In the open area, there it is. Oh my god, 13 FPS. This particular area is very demanding. Entrance of Vernworth.
Box cards make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient.
Game just froze. Oh my god. It's too much for Steam Deck. I'll just test the game on Rog Ally now. Oh my god. On Rog Ally, you can use LSFG 2.1 to add frame generation to Dragon's Dogma Part 2. LSFG is included with Lossless scaling application that sells on Steam Store for around $7 US. LSFG is a universal frame generator that works on any GPU. Settings. I'm not using any of the lossless scaling subscaling algorithms. LSFG 2.1 selected using its X2 mode. Performance mode enabled. Clip cursor setting enabled. Draw FPS setting enabled. Capture API DXGI. Settings. Start as administrator setting enabled. Hotkey for enabling LSFG. Control Alt and S. Keep the app running in the background. First I'll run the game without it. Now there will be some graphical artifacts due to LSFG, as the base FPS will be on the lower side, less than 30 for the most part. Launch the game. I have set the UMA buffer size to 6 GB. My Ally is running on BIOS version 338. I have installed AMD GPU driver Adrenaline Edition 24.6.1. Just set the power profile to 30 watts manual. All three power values set to 30 watts. 720p resolution, CPU boost disabled. Connected my Gulikit King Kong Max gamepad to LFI Bluetooth mode. Using a custom afterburner overlay to show you the performance metrics. Graphics setting. Display mode set to borderless 720p resolution. VSync disabled. FSR3 upscaler set to balance. Most of the settings are disabled. Set to low. Shadow cache setting enabled. That's it. Show you the adrenaline settings. FreeSync enabled, VSync disabled, anti-lag setting enabled. That's it. Write the same sequence. There's my character. Leave my home in Vernworth. Okay, here FPS is around 28 to 30. Sprint around.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
My pawns are not happy and I'm sprinting around. This part of the town is very demanding. 25 to 30 FPS. VRAM usage is close to 5.5 GB. Okay, we are not hitting the GPU bottleneck. Performance is limited by the CPU. Single core CPU performance. 80% GPU load.
Look, master, a treasure chest.
This game should be playable on Rog Ally with FSR3 frame generation. It will try to double the FPS. With frame generation on, FPS should be around 50. Okay, let's check the performance in this area near dogs. 21 FPS for about a second. It's mostly 25 to 30 FPS.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
Lot of non-playable characters around us. Okay, now I'll enable LSFG.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warden.
Press its hotkey, Control Alt and S. Yeah, it's working. You can see its FPS counter here.
Suffering.
Back to the game.
Make them an ally to our cause.
Base FPS is around 25 to 30 FPS with frame generation enabled. It's close to 50. Yeah, I can observe the added amount of smoothness. It's definitely working. Unfortunately, our character is flickering. Character's head is flickering. When I move the camera in complete circles. Less flickering when I move the camera at a normal speed like this. Sprint. Okay, I can observe some garbled textures around the bottom edge of the display. Not easy to observe this issue. You can play the game this way. Exploring the different areas. LSFG comes with a small performance hit. Now I'll show you some combat. Leave the place. I'll board that aux card. Marketplace. Board it. I think I need to interact with this guy first.
This ox cart's bound for Mel.
Yeah, head to Mel.
I'll need to see some coin before I let
Pay
you
them. Reach Mel. Oh no, there's a dragon here attacking the place. Need to defend this area. Okay, it's perfect for testing. Back to the game. Jump into the action. Okay, here we are getting around 56 to 60 FPS. Not observing any choppiness or stuttering. Even when the dragon executed their special move, breathing fire, jumping around. It's not the ideal experience on Rog Ally, but I'll be honest, you can play the game. Try to grab the dragon's feet or tail. Need to hold the right trigger. Could not do it. I was testing the game on Steam Deck. It just crashed. Restarted my Steam Deck. Would not recommend running the game on that device, at least for the time being. Hopefully more performance improving updates will be released in the future. So that's it with the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.